Hola Pisces, and welcome to Venusian Empress Oracle. You're joining Priestess Melissae. Welcome to your Cinco de Mayo full moon lunar eclipse energies. We're going to be getting into this reading under, of course, the Mercury retrograde energies. How fitting. All right, guys, let's get our main energy from the Moonology cards. We'll see what's coming up for you today, what you may be dealing with. Wow. Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Wands. I feel like somebody has definitely learned their lessons. Somebody has gotten a bit financially wise, it seems. Now, these are general readings, which may or may not resonate with you, but hey, 9 times out of 10, if you were drawn here, there is a message for you. So stick around and see why these nines are coming up. 9 of Swords and 9 of Pentacles. We've had 9 of Wands. Perhaps you've had your share of worries and fears in the past around money, but I feel like you're putting yourself in a good position where you're not going to have to be so worried about that anymore, Pisces. Oh my goodness. An Ace of Pentacles coming out? Absolutely. Did somebody just hit the lottery? Definitely send a little to your girl if you don't mind. That would be amazing. Yeah, a little love donation goes a long way. All right, guys, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You can watch these for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Also, if you need a personal reading, do not hesitate to reach out. All that information is in the description box below. We'll also be getting some messages. Maybe your person that you're in no communication with has a lot to say at this time, or someone that perhaps, just isn't quite sure how to say what they need to say, or you could be in separation from them. Well, most likely you are if there's no communication. In any case, get your question ready for the end. We will flip the coin and see what's coming out for you. So stick around to the end for all the goodies. And thank you so much, angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides, for setting this circle of protection and wisdom for Pisces. Evil Eye, back to sender, and thank you so very much. All right, guys, what is going on out there? Crazy energies. I definitely, I only have one case today, but it was a cranny. The guy, or the person fell and hit their head. Just be careful out there is all I'm going to say. These energies feel a bit disorienting, heavy, confusing. Let me know if you're experiencing any of these down below, Pisces. Yeah, just try to keep your cool, keep your head on is all I can say. And remember, you are good enough. Beautiful energy coming out. Virgo energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo. All right. But this is all about being grounded. Looking in the mirror, telling yourself how much you love yourself. Hey, give yourself a high five. All of these things go so far to help us to stay in a good place, right? Don't let your past hold you back. So someone could be from your past, trying to make you feel bad, perhaps about leaving them behind, moving forward with your life, thinking perhaps that you would always take them back no matter what. Nothing is yet set in stone. Interesting. You've got mutable energy coming out here today, along with your south node. So take a look at where your south node is, and I would say watch that reading as well to see if there's any messages there for you. So we're going to read the energy of full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Yes, you are, Pisces. Let's see what's going on here today. Green heart chakra energy, so definitely getting outside, eating green foods, color therapy with green light, and listening to music with the heart, or 428 I think is usually the hertz that you'd want to listen to for that. But check out whatever you feel drawn to. Hold your emerald crystal or a green crystal that you feel drawn to. It is time to be really honest with yourself and understand what has led you to ask this question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. Oh, my dear, do not do that. You do not have to be flash just quietly certain that you are good enough. You don't have to be flashy, just quietly certain that you are good enough. They left a letter out, my bad. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer the question, have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you have given them, it should be easier to see how you got to where you are. Your next step then should be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. So you could be doing a lot of inner work at this time, reminding yourself of how good you are and that you are good enough to have, whether it's that good relationship, a good, home, work environment, whatever the case may be, you deserve it. But hard work may be involved, looking yourself in the mirror, being honest with yourself, but loving yourself at the same time. It's that tough love, right? So the moon energy here says find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. So it's like find some way to walk, between the worlds, if you will, because we obviously can't stay in hermit mode all the time, and we don't want to be overextending ourselves too much where we're not, having that quiet time and coming back to that grounded state within us, right? So nothing is yet set in stone. It's like it's still, in that process of development, if you will. And I feel like this could be your emotions and something that you could be working through from your past, especially Pisces. So let me know how that may be resonating below. Definitely hit the like button. We got Nine of Wands again coming out with that Nine of Pentacles. That's exactly what we had at the very beginning when we first split it. So once again, I do feel like this is that, karmic energy coming back up around money or something of that nature. It feels like Queen of Swords. I feel like you've definitely been thinking a lot about a situation. Maybe it is about your financial stability. Intuition is definitely kicking in at this time. And maybe you are spending that time that it's been asking you to alone, all right? Because, yeah, it's all about the reciprocity. It's all about the equal give and take. And maybe that's something that you've really been evaluating at this time. Yes, maybe you are looking for new opportunities because you've learned your lessons, or you have definitely extended your stay, if you will, because you were underrated. These people felt like, or, these situations, it's like, felt like that, you just basically were easy prey. Easy target is what I saw. And this is an energy of understanding who you are and knowing that things have to change, right? You can't stay in the same energy that you've been in, especially if you are growing and you're becoming a much different person from the environment that you've been in. And that's typically what always happens, is you then end up needing to look for other opportunities or move out in another direction, because now you're resonating at a much different frequency than when you first came into a situation. So now it's about getting back into that flow, that energy, and figuring out, what do I need to end and what is the next step forward. 9/11 coming up on the timer. Definitely look up these messages of these numbers if they feel like they resonate with you. So definitely this is a need to put those burdens behind us in our energetic vortex, all right, and not give any more energy to these past situations. Perhaps maybe not looking for an opportunity from the past, and that could be someone too, like thinking about the past. What's interesting is when I looked at these two cards just now, it's like, as you're perhaps waiting for something to come back around, it's like you're feeding those waters that energy. It's like you're causing the opportunities potentially that you don't want to come back to you, right? That disempower you, that dethrone you. This is what we have to be aware of remembering that we're good enough and not falling backwards, not going backwards. We already know what that brings with the Seven of Swords in reverse. We put an end to these situations, and we know that we've got to stay true. It's almost like if a parent says that they're going to punish you if you do something wrong, you know, it's like you got to keep your word, right? Well, the same thing is true when you're dealing even with grown-up people. And if they think that they can push your buttons or they can still get their way without, you know, with doing the bare minimum, many times, unfortunately, that's what they'll choose, you know? And they'll see what they'll be able to get away with, and that's why, you know, a lot of times they tend to have more than one person around because they know what they can get, and if they aren't getting something from one person, you know what I mean? It's like, that's not how you operate in a relationship. You don't just pick and choose, oh, well, I'm happy with you right now, so, you know, things are cool, but hey, if you piss me off, you know, all bets are off. Who knows? You just can't deal with that kind of energy. All right, let me know below how this may be resonating, and hit that like button, subscribe, and bell notification, baby. No matter what happens, my heart will always belong to you. So that's what this person is saying to you. This could be that past person, and that's maybe why you feel such a strong pull to them. You are the one and only. Wow. They may have even told you these things before as well. You know, maybe that's what you keep hoping for more than anything, is that energy of that person to come back. I love you so much no matter what. So, you know, this person definitely has had some strong feelings for you, but be aware that if they are holding these energies and you're thinking about them, you could absolutely draw them back even if you're not intending to. I am so sorry for messing everything up. You deserve so much more. Yep, they probably caused your heart to go cold too because they just pushed you too far. Is really what I feel with this, Pisces. I hide my true desires for you. Well, that's not going to help anybody, is it? Because we need to be able to talk to one another. We need to be able to have those conversations. And maybe that's where it starts, is with you. Talking to yourself. Being honest with yourself, right? And showing up for yourself. Making sure that if nobody else tells you today, you tell yourself, I love you. All right? That is very important, because then we don't get caught up in wanting to have this from someone else when, hey, who's going to love us better than ourselves? We know exactly what we want. I think about you so much, it's scaring me. So this person just literally can't stop thinking about you. 1331. But at the same time, maybe they need to do some mirror work as well. You know what I mean? All right, guys, let's get an answer to your question, shall we? And don't forget, if you need a personal reading, reach out to me in the description box below. I would love to find out what's going on for you. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. And the answer I'm getting for you, my dear Pisces, is a yes. Love that. You guys, stay amazing. Stay safe out there this Cinco de Mayo. Definitely, you know, come back and see another reading. I'd certainly love to see you. Buenas noches, buenos dias, and bye for now.